beats drinking a cool soda on the beach. Could you stop drinking for a second and help me get the fire lit? I am helping. I'm providing moral support. Oh, that'll motivate me, all right. It'll motivate me to make the flames go higher and burn your portion of the meat. All right, I'll help.
Be careful not to get burned.
Do you intend on helping us by any chance, Mary?
Oh, heavens no. I have to be ready to take care of anyone who may get hurt.
I guess that makes sense. We really shouldn't force a medical professional to work. I'll help. Oh, then can I stand back and provide moral support instead?
I don't think so. This doesn't seem to be going well.
Patience is a virtue when it comes to fishing.
How patient do I need to be? I've been waiting forever.
Maybe we'll catch something within the next 2 hours.
Can I at least take a nap while we wait?
No, I can't touch fish, so I'll need you to grab them for me when something bites.
Honey, why don't you just take a picture of me? Why bother including these sourpusses? You can focus on me and get some great shots.
Oh, I want to be in the photo too!
Sure thing. We can take some photos together.
Yahoo! This is great!
Does that sound good to you, honey? Oh, come now. Just look at them. They're on a pristine beach up on the surface, wearing sexy bikinis, and this is how they act? It's abundantly clear they have no intention of having any fun. Forget about them, and take some photos of me, alright?
Viper, is it really necessary to be clinging to his arm as you're talking?
Why do you care? You two look like you're attending a funeral. You're making Honey uncomfortable.
Are you okay with Viper calling you honey?
Why would he have a problem with it? That's what he is.
Oh. Yes.
What?
Unidentified armed groups are causing panic in the downtown area. The central government has identified the perpetrators as a terrorist group and has announced they are preparing to suppress them. The terrorists are armed with the latest weaponry available, and the confrontation is expected to be tumultuous. Access to the downtown area has therefore been restricted.
This isn't good.
Not good at all. And now they're broadcasting it for all to see. Those fools.
This will only make them more anxious.
I don't think they wanted to drag this out anyway. But what they're doing now is goading us into action.
I'll go buy us some time.
For how long? Until the central government's lackeys come running? By the time the ACPU or Triangle gets there, it'll be too late. We have to apprehend them now.
All right, then let's go.
Stand down, Moran. I know how capable your subordinates are, but you're in over your head. These people are armed and dangerous.
Those pea shooters of theirs don't stand a chance against me. The bullets will just bounce off me as I pummel them.
I implore you to reconsider. Think for a second. Do you want to advertise to everyone that you are a Nikke?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
They're on the move.
It looks to me like they intend on taking hostages.
What? They're getting civilians involved in this? Those cowards. I oughta...
If they take hostages, that will complicate matters. It could lead to civilian casualties.
I realize that. We have no choice. We have to wipe them out.
You say we don't have a choice, but you seem awfully thrilled about it.
Is this not the simplest course of action?
It is. I'll give you that.
Okay then. Let's go.
Would you hold your horses for a damn minute? You can't go out there.
Shouldn't a general be on the front lines of a skirmish?
Why put yourself in harm's way when you can have your subordinates do the fighting? Ah, I get it. You probably never considered that because you command too small a number.
Hey, what are you implying?
We can't get involved. If this gets out, we'll be in for a world of hurt. Moran, I have an important task for you. Stay by the back door and keep an eye out for any stragglers. If any of them manage to escape, things could escalate unnecessarily.
Oh, okay. I'm on it.
I trust that you'll do a fine job.
I see you're quite adept at keeping her in line.
Whatever do you mean?
I don't believe that building has a back door, does it? No matter. It would be best for her not to get involved in something this dangerous.
True.
All right. It's time we get into the thick of it. Everyone! Time to take out the trash.
Multiple injuries were reported during a shootout in the Ark this afternoon around 3 p.m. Much to the relief of nearby residents, all injuries sustained were minor and no deaths were reported, including the terrorists. It is speculated that this incident was the result of gang rivalry. The reason for this speculation is due to footage captured by a journalist on the scene. Upon careful examination of the footage, 2 individuals can be seen. They are suspected to be the leaders of the organized crime groups Seimakai and Hedonia. This is causing a huge...
No! Sacre bleu! Both of your faces have been exposed to the media! Oh, mon Dieu! At this rate, we won't be able to use the name Underworld Queen anymore. We might as well call you the Outland Queen!
Don't get your knickers in a twist. So they saw our faces. What of it? No one will be able to connect us to this in any way. It's not like we're the ones committing a crime.
Right.
While I agree that we could have exercised more caution, the situation was critical. Every second counted. Yes, the fact we were photographed is a blunder on our part. But if you ask me, I don't find it to be a big deal. Our organization is well versed in covering up and rewriting facts.
Exactly.
My queens, you are sorely mistaken! Le public know what you look like now. You look like armed thugs in that footage. and say exactement what you're going to be perceived as.
What are you talking about? Nothing's been confirmed yet. That's why you have to trust me when I say we've got it under control.
The truth isn't what's important here. It doesn't matter in the slightest. They'll drag your names through the mud and spread calumny everywhere. And you want to know what will happen then? That deceitful slander will become la verite! In the minds of the public, they'll believe it as fact, even if they're not being present there with the entire picture.
False rumors are something we can deal with.
It's easy to put those to bed.
Très bien. Then let's practice. Imagine I'm someone you meet while you're out and about. Wow, n'est-ce pas, Rosanna? I saw you on TV recently. You're a gangster, right? So cool! That coat of yours must have cost a fortune! You probably got it by ripping someone off. You know that film producer from Tetra who went missing? I heard that you were the one who put the kibosh on her! Is that true?
What is this?
I read an article on the internet where someone saw you walking outside, lugging around an oversized suitcase.
That's none of your business.
Do you protest too much, perhaps? Should I take that as a yes?
What are you talking about? Get lost.
Hey, did you all hear that? She just told me to get lost!
What in the world is going on here?
I also read another article that said you're secretly meeting with a central government official. Are you two having a liaison clandestine? Or are you trying to curry favor? I bet I know a few ways that you attempt to do that.
That's enough.
Alright, I'll stop. But you must comprehend that this kind of situation will occur on a daily basis. The people will be misled by this muckraking, and it will spur them into taking action against you. We cannot react, yet we also cannot sit by and do nothing.
I think you're making mountains out of molehills here.
I'd ask you to remember Pretty, the first idol the Ark ever had. Think about how she perished. We mustn't permit anything like that to ever reoccur.
If they give us trouble, I'll rough them up and send them packing.
So you're proposing we harm civilians?
I realize the gravity of the situation. We can go into hiding and lay low at the secret mansion.
No. If we do nothing, Les Lumières will only become more malicious and manifold. The most efficacious way to deal with such mendacity is to cover it up.
Any bright ideas?
Certainement! You three must remain out of sight, out of mind, but you must also actively suppress these rumors. I believe I can kill two birds with one stone. The key is for both of you to become magazine models! You two will partake in a photo shoot for my new magazine, Amor Petra! Once we've gotten some sizzling snaps of you two on the surface, we can publish them! Into devils!
What?
Huh?
I can see an island up ahead.
Ooh, I see it! Can we get something to eat first? I've been so nervous about this that I haven't eaten since yesterday.
What should we eat?
I'm good with anything.
Meat! I want meat!
Did you all cook up some barbecue last summer?
We certainly did. Oh my goodness, that was delicious.
You bet it was! And you know who you can thank for that? Me! Neon! The god of fire! I handled all the cooking. You should have seen me. Even the god of the sea genuflected before me.
I hope we get a chance to taste it as well.
Well, it appears I have no choice but to unleash my secret skills once more.
Don't remember.
No.
Yeah, they stirred up some major trouble, so they're getting sent to the beach.
Ugh.
They'll be the models, and you can take the photos. Here, take this. Apparently the film is somewhat limited, so you have to be discerning when taking photos. I asked if we could use our phones, but they said that doesn't have the same feel. Anyway, Mustang said he would take care of everything else, so don't worry. He even scouted out a great location that you'll be going to. I wonder how he manages to get this all done so quickly. Cadet, you've got to help me. These two have been out of it ever since they were told about the photo shoot. Constantly belly-aching about how this kind of thing is beneath the leaders of an organization like them. Help me cheer them up, will ya? I'm dying over here.
Ugh.
Anyway, be sure to take the counters with you. It'll be on the surface, so it would be best to have a team of specialists on hand in case things go south. I bet. Lounging on the beach is something pretty much every Nikke dreams about. I want to go too. I'd much rather hang out by the sea than have to deal with all this underworld queen crap. If a certain two individuals hadn't made such a mess of things, I'd have been able to join you.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Huh? What are you two apologizing for? I thought you both were pissed off about all this.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
What's gotten into you two lunkheads? I deserve to go up there more than either of you two. Anyway, I've got to get going. There are a couple more people tagging along and they'll be here soon. This is my cue to leave. Goodbye. Sorry, but seeing Rosanna and Sakura so apologetic is creeping me out. It's like I'm watching someone pretend to be them. Ugh, gives me the willies. I'm out of here.
Commander.
I decided to come along for the photo shoot.
Me too!
The boss recently started a magazine called Amor Tetra. And I was the cover model for the first issue. So, consider me an advisor. I'm here to offer some tips with photography, location scouting, and what kind of poses to go for. Not to mention, I'm getting a chance to see the ocean. This sounds like a dream.
I'll be assisting you both. I'll get to run around, carry heavy things, and eat delicious grub.
I figured Jackal would get a lot out of this, so I asked to bring her along. Thanks.
I've been told I'll be going as well. Many of the people being sent on this mission have violent tendencies. And I've been tasked with putting a stop to any scuffles that may occur. Correct. We'll be heading into unknown territory. So, we may well encounter situations where physical strength is required.
They're letting a known criminal from the rehabilitation center like you wander freely?
I know her! She's supposed to be super strong! People say she can crush a rock with her bare hands!
So what? You can do that too.
Oh yeah! I guess you're right. If I use my teeth, that is! Does that mean I'm strong too?
Of course it does.
Hello, Command. Oh, wow. There sure are a lot of people here.
Close your eyes, Jackal. Pretend you didn't see her.
All right.
Who are you?
The name's Maiden. I've been assigned as your security escort. Nice to meet you. Mr. Mustang requested that my boss have me come and keep an eye on Guilty. Not to mention Rosanna and Sakura. I doubt they'll cause any trouble, but you never know. I've also been assigned to protect you, so I have a lot on my shoulders. I got excited about getting to go to the beach.
What about the counters? Mary is coming?
That scary doctor is gonna be there too!
So not only do we have two gang bosses in tow, we're also cavorting with a known criminal.
There are only scary people!
And now we've got a security guard keeping tabs on us.
Eek!
I'm glad you're not terrified of me, but that reaction was a bit...
Commander, we'll be arriving soon.
Oh my gosh, it's the ocean! The ocean! Come on, you guys! You too, Rappy! Quickly, quickly! The ocean! The ocean!
The ocean. It's been a while.
It feels just as wonderful as before. First things first, I'll locate a building that we can use as a clinic.
We'll also proceed with our assigned tasks.
Just a moment. What's gotten into you guys? We're at the sea, aren't we? The first thing we should be doing is changing into our swimsuits.
I couldn't agree more.
You're right. It's been some time since we were here, so I suppose it slipped our minds. You wait here for a bit, honey.
Viper, I didn't bring a swimsuit.
What? Didn't I tell you to pack one?
They're so uncomfortable.
You'd understand the appeal if there was someone you had feelings for.
Feelings? I've got plenty of feelings. I like you, and I like Commander too.
Alright. Can you at least help me put on my swimsuit?
Sure.
Counselor. Should I be wearing a swimsuit as well? You may have to help me put it on, since my hands are restrained. I need your help.
Steady now, girlie. I'll do it for you.
But I don't trust you.
Come on, don't be like that. You can trust me.
Well, this is a bit awkward, isn't it?
Don't feel like it.
Me neither.
You've already seen me in spicier clothes than that. So why make such a big deal about these stupid bikinis?
Huh? I'm not quite following.
What's Rosanna talking about?
Oh, right! I just remembered that I left something somewhere else. I better go fetch it. I lived here in the previous life. My ancestors told me in a dream yesterday about a hidden item around here that'll boost my stats. Be right back.
What's going on, mister? Why aren't you saying anything?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
If I'd have known that we were coming up here, I'd have bought a new swimsuit ahead of time. Nah, this is for the best. You don't want to overspend.
Commander, I've prepared a change of clothes for you.
I still say it would be nice if you helped me change, Counselor.
Are those some kind of handcuffs you've got on?
Yes,
Aren't they uncomfortable?
I'm used to it. Besides, I can take them off whenever I want. It's just that Counselor prefers I keep them on. That way, he can do whatever he wants.
Come again?
Since my hands are usually tied behind my back, the Counselor can do whatever he likes when we meet.
She has to be lying, right?
Man, oh man. It sure has been a while since I wore a swimsuit.
Hey, honey, check this out. Isn't it pretty? I got it especially for you. For your eyes only. This swimsuit isn't even water resistant. It's just for show. When it gets wet, it becomes see-through. Would you like to see?
I'll go change.
Me too.
Mister, come with me.
Can you lend a hand?
Mister, can you hold this for me? Take it. It's a gift.
This door doesn't lock. Could you hold the doorknob for me? Just hold it in place. Don't push it. Otherwise, it'll open.
All done.
I'm almost finished too.
Could you wait outside, mister?
We'll be right out once we've finished up.
Master? Why'd you come out alone? Could they be any more obvious? I'm about to go off. Obvious? About what? They're trying to get the commander to...
Oh my! Those swimsuits look amazing on you.
How about we take some photos? This is quite the predicament.
You were so gung-ho about getting changed a moment ago. Where'd all that enthusiasm go?
Talk about the pot calling the kettle black.
Now, ladies, we all have things to do. So instead of standing around bickering, let's get to work.
Shouldn't we have something to eat first? All right, now it's my time to shine. I brought plenty of things we can grill.
Can I go fishing?
Fishing?
Yeah, it's long been a dream of mine to go fishing.
You know how to fish?
I learned it from a game, so I should be okay, right?
Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine.
I've got my gear all ready, so I'll head out.
Can I come too? Wouldn't it be better if I stayed
with you? Right?
Fine, let's go.
Nothing beats drinking a cool soda on the beach. Could you stop drinking for a second and help me get the fire lit? I am helping. I'm providing moral support. Oh, that'll motivate me, all right. It'll motivate me to make the flames go higher and burn your portion of the meat. All right, I'll help.
Be careful not to get burned.
Do you intend on helping us by any chance, Mary?
Oh, heavens no. I have to be ready to take care of anyone who may get hurt.
I guess that makes sense. We really shouldn't force a medical professional to work.
I'll help.
Oh, then can I stand back and provide moral support instead?
I don't think so. This doesn't seem to be going well.
Patience is a virtue when it comes to fishing.
How patient do I need to be? I've been waiting forever.
Maybe we'll catch something within the next 2 hours.
Can I at least take a nap while we wait?
No, I can't touch fish, so I'll need you to grab them for me when something bites.
Honey, why don't you just take a picture of me? Why bother including these sourpusses? You can focus on me and get some great shots.
Oh, I want to be in the photo too!
Sure thing. We can take some photos together.
Yahoo! This is great!
Does that sound good to you, honey? Oh, come now. Just look at them. They're on a pristine beach up on the surface, wearing sexy bikinis, and this is how they act? It's abundantly clear they have no intention of having any fun. Forget about them, and take some photos of me, alright?
Viper, is it really necessary to be clinging to his arm as you're talking?
Why do you care? You two look like you're attending a funeral. You're making Honey uncomfortable.
Are you okay with Viper calling you honey?
Why would he have a problem with it? That's what he is.
Oh. Yes.
What?
I should have never agreed to this harebrained scheme. I am the leader of Hidania, for crying out loud. What will my subordinates think of me plastered on a magazine cover in a swimsuit?
I agree with Rosanna. There has to be another, more practical way of doing this.
My thoughts exactly. I say we put an end to this and head back.
I couldn't agree more.
Don't you think you're being a little unreasonable?
I don't care to hear your opinion on this matter, so pipe down.
You think your feelings are all that matters? What about the others? Everyone is hesitant about cutting loose and having fun because of you two acting all miserable.
Fire it up! No, not yet. My firepower sensor is telling me it's too early to put the meat on.
The seasoning is done. We're ready to grill whenever.
The sauce is ready as well.
I've got something. I've got it! I've only read about this, but now I'm feeling it in real life.
Can I hold it?
Sure, just don't grip it too tightly, or you might ruin it.
Okay.
Whoa! Check it out, Viper! There's a whole bunch of falling stars here!
So much for everyone being too scared to enjoy themselves. Seems to me they're having plenty of fun.
Why don't we go join them? Wouldn't that be nice? It's not often you get a chance to fraternize with your fellow Nikkes.
Sorry, I'm not in the mood. The only reason we're all here is because of our foul-up. For Sakura and I to be laughing and taking photos like nothing is wrong is... Well, what is this thing? It's not coming off.
Calm down. If you pull too hard on it, the jellyfish might die.
Then get over here and help me.
I'm trying! It's too slippery. It's impossible to get a grip on it.
Screw this. I'm gonna tear this thing apart. Huh?
No! Jellyfish will die if they're out of the water for too long! Don't worry, Jellyfish! I'll save you!
Did you get a photo of that, honey? That's nice. That came out really well.
You are really going through it!
And look at you, acting all frantic. So unlike you. Yeah. How about surfing? I've always wanted to try that. I did go through the trouble of swapping my old body out for one which can swim, after all.
I'm interested in building sandcastles.
Come on, let's take some photos.
Sure, let's do it.
All right, everyone, listen up. When it comes to taking photos, the most important thing is the location. We're in the middle of a large archipelago composed of numerous islands. The environment is quite diverse. Choose your favorite spot and think about what kind of pictures you want to take. Got it? Dismissed.
Commander, Anise, Neon, Mary, and I are going to explore the island.
It's a favor for Mustang. He asked us to survey Coral Island's ecosystem and determine whether it may be suitable for habitation should humans ever come up here. Agreed. While the chances of the Ark falling are slim, an island like this would make for an ideal replacement should that occur. It's surrounded on all sides by water and has an established ecosystem. Not only is it safe, it's also self-sufficient. No, you should focus on the original task assigned to you. For the sake of the Ark's safety, Underworld Queen's position must not be compromised. Completing that assignment is of vital importance. The Ark isn't going anywhere. Yes. One more thing. Exploration should be fun, so don't forget to enjoy yourself. See you.
Whew. This is going better than I thought it would. Would you like to join, mister? Not yet. I need more practice. Wait until I feel ready. I will say I think this is the right place for my photo to be taken. I like that you'll be able to get a good view of the ocean. All right, I'm heading back in.
After that whole song and dance about not wanting to come up here, and look at her now. She deliberately chose a swimsuit, changed into a body that was suitable for swimming, and even brought a surfboard. And did you catch a glimpse of Sakura's umbrella? Unbelievable. At least they agreed to have their picture taken. To be honest, I was about to throw in the towel. What about me? Do you think I don't find this place special?
Whew. I think I'm making progress. What are you doing here?
I was looking for a good spot to get my photo taken.
Don't even think about it. I've already got dibs on this place.
What are you talking about? You snooze, you lose. Let's see. How about there? I presume you're going to head back in for more surfing practice? Yes? What a shame. As for me, I'm ready to go, so I can be photographed anytime I want, and anywhere I want.
Mister, don't you dare take her photo. I mean it.
Honey, take a picture of me. Just kidding. I only wanted to tease her a little. You ought to go explore some other areas. I'm gonna stay here and watch her surf for a bit longer. You must be joking. Do I look like some kind of beach bum? You know how I loathe physical activity. Hold on. Could it be you just want to see me all wet in this swimsuit? Pushing your buttons is a real riot. You know that?
Now, Guilty! Pull back!
How do I do that? Like this? This fishing rod is awfully weak. I barely tugged on it, and it broke.
It's okay. I brought a few spares. What a bummer, though. I think you had a real catch on the line.
Can't we simply catch them with our hands?
Is that even possible?
Sure it is. Watch.
Whoa. You're pretty good. Still, I'd say there's a limit on the size of fish you can catch if you use your hands. If you want the big boys, you've got to use the fishing rod. It's like any video game. If you fish with an SSR fishing rod, you're more likely to catch legendary fish. I'm sure I'll be able to catch a whopper with this rod.
I'm pretty sure I'd be able to catch them with my hands.
Alright then, I have a proposition. Let's see who can catch the bigger fish.
You want to have a competition?
That's right.
Fine. What kind of fish should I be aiming for?
How about a great white shark? They must be. This is the ocean after all.
What was it again?
A swordfish. They occasionally appear as bosses in the fishing minigame of Final Quest.
Very well. I'll catch one with my hands, and my hands alone.
I'll prove that the fishing rod is the only way to snag these big fellas.
Using your hands is far faster than depending on a fishing rod.
I won't lose!
Me neither.
Oh, I can feel a big catch coming on!
Not if I catch it first.
No, it's not here either. The book said that this time they're most active in this area. But I don't see a single one. Has too much time passed? Is it already my turn to take a picture? Have you taken a lot of pictures of others? Not a single one? you say great white shark? I see. Well, there's no need to rush. We still have plenty of time. For me, it's not about the location. Rather, there's something I'd like to have my photo taken with. Well... a photo shoot. I'm not really into that sort of thing, but... to be able to go to the seaside with... what's this? What a silly story. There's no such thing as a pink dolphin, surely. It's just... I feel a bit silly admitting what it is, because what I'm looking for might not actually exist. Aren't you curious to know what it is? You'd help me with my search? Even if you don't know what it is I'm looking for. I see. You're such a kind person. I'm merely stating the obvious. How about you come with me? When I find it, I'll have you take a photo.
I thought you'd tuck yourself out by now. You're still going strong.
I told you, I don't intend on losing.
Oh, hey, Commander.
Where are you, swordfish?
That can wait. As you can see, I'm rather busy right now. And besides, I have a very specific idea of how I want my photo to turn out. I want to take a photo with the great white shark.
I was thinking the same.
Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but that's not gonna happen for you. Because I'm going to be the one who catches the great white shark.
Excuse me? I feel like giving a nice, big hug.
Ugh, sorry, but I'd rather you not. Give the commander a hug instead. Hey now, let's not get carried away here.
I think you deserve a nice big hug as well, Counselor.
That's it. It's high time I catch this fish and show you what for. Commander, since you're here, could you hand me some of that bait behind you? I don't want to take my eyes off my fishing rod, not for a second.
Does using bait make it easier to catch fish?
Shouldn't that be obvious? Just like we can't resist certain aromas, like, say, freshly baked bread, fish can't resist the smell of bait. And this isn't your ordinary run-of-the-mill bait. This is special. With this stuff, you could catch every last bit of marine life in this ocean.
Everyone?
I don't need to rely on such chicanery.
In that case, could I borrow some of the bait?
Why? Hold up.
Huh?
Are you interested in the great white shark as well?
What? Has another competitor entered the ring?
It's not that. It's... Maybe something like that. It's that there's something specific that I'm looking for. The only thing is that I don't know if it actually exists or where it lives. So, I was hoping I could have some of Maiden's special bait to maybe lure it to me?
Ah, I gotcha. You want to confirm if this thing really exists? It's kind of like when you're farming in a game and you don't know where a good item may be located, so you have to check every nook and cranny in order to satisfy your curiosity. What you're doing is something that I can get behind. But I don't think I can spare any of this bait. I need it for my own purposes.
Oh, you do?
Instead, let me tell you something even better. I'll give you the recipe to make a special bait that no aquatic life form could possibly resist. Here, let me give you the recipe. I've got it written down somewhere. Take this, too. That stuff will attract fish like nobody's business. Once our underwater friends catch a whiff of that, they won't be able to pass it by. I made it. Yep. I went off information that I gleaned from a couple of games. I put all the ingredients back in the ark and whipped up this little concoction before we came here. Of course. There have been plenty of times when the info I've gleaned from games has helped me in a pinch. This stuff is identical to what I used in a game to catch a great white shark. Oh right, one more thing.
Why are you giving this to me?
If you toss the bait out with your hands, you're not liable to get it out very far.
Sure, I could.
How would you know? You've never even used it.
Because I don't need it.
If you attach the bait to this fishing rod and give it a good toss, you'll be able to get it fairly far out there. Make sure to use it wisely.
I see. Thank you. I'll make good use of it.
One more piece of friendly advice. After you cast, you ideally want to bob the line to and fro, in a rhythm.
Why is that?
It is said that it intrigues the fish and makes it easier to hook them. Naturally. There's a lot you can learn from that game. In fact, I've got a few more tidbits of advice from it.
If I want to find what I am looking for, I might need to make the bait Maiden told me about. Would you walk with me to the beach? Huh? What even is that? It does live in the sea, but it's not what you just mentioned.
honey. Perfect timing. I was just about to go looking for you after a few more snaps. Rosanna and I are in a bit of a face-off right now. You know how Rosanna and I were arguing about who could get their photo taken here. In the end, we couldn't reach an agreement, so we decided to have a little contest. Each of us will take some photos on our phones, and whoever gets the better shot wins. Naturally, I imagine I'll be able to beat Rosanna without much effort, but you never know. So I was taking some practice snaps before getting my photo taken by you. Do you want to see the angle that I got here? I think it'd look good if you could emulate the same composition. Sakura? What are you two doing together?
Is here to take photos, and I'm looking for something. So, we're walking together.
Ah, got it. For a second, I almost mistook it for a date. In that case, do you mind if I borrow him for a while?
No problem. I'll be fine. I've got the instructions Maiden gave me.
Viper! Oh. I brought back a whole bunch of big leaves!
Nicely done. Put some under the hammock and prop the rest up.
Got it!
She's got nothing better to do, so I told her to bring me some palm leaves that I could use as a prop. Better than her sitting around eating sand like she was doing. Besides, she's here as my assistant.
I set them under the hammock like you said. Do you want me to hold up the others like this?
A bit higher.
Like this?
A bit more.
A bit more?
Good. How does it look? Does it look good? Be sure to make me look good. Jackal, keep that leaf held high, you hear?
Hurry up, Commander!
What the? Where's all that smoke coming from? What in the world is she up to now? What would she possibly be cooking?
Did you get the photo all sorted?
No, we didn't. Thanks to all this smoke you're kicking up.
I'm following the instructions to make the bait. Bait is supposed to lure in fish, right? I figured, wouldn't it taste better if it's cooked? Oh, really? I didn't know.
Are you kidding me? You're so used to having your subordinates do everything for you that you don't have any common sense left.
That smells delicious. Can I have some?
Sure, go ahead. I've got plenty more.
Thanks! Yuck! That's disgusting. well be the nastiest thing I've ever tasted. Ugh, I don't feel so good. My head hurts, and my stomach too.
You okay, Jackal? What on earth was in that stuff?
I think I'm gonna barf.
Honey, I've got to take Jackal over to see Mary. Let's take the photo later.
I'm fine. I just feel sorry for Jackal. Let me see. Rafflesia saliva, flamingo claw, and white coral horn. I managed to get some jellyfish armor from Maiden earlier, so we're good there. I'm having quite the time tracking down these other 3 items, though.
Master! I just found something incredible! Come and check it out!
Huh?
Isn't that incredible? These birds only have 1 leg! What a marvel of nature! Huh? Why on earth would you need that?
It's a long story, but I assure you that it's vital. I'm begging you for help in this matter.
I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but I'm more than happy to put my skills to good use and extract a claw for you.
I don't think you have to pull one out.
Dang, these guys are tough. What the? Master, this one over here just grew another leg! It's experiencing rapid evolution due to contact with a new species! If we leave them unchecked, they might transform into some entity beyond our control! That was quite a scrimmage, I'll tell you that much. And I came out on the losing end. No, just my feelings. I'm just happy I was able to get the claw thanks to my superior fighting skills. I'm sure you've heard of a samurai who could catch a flying blade in midair?
You certainly caught it, all right, with your entire body.
Here you go, Master. This is for you. As for me, I'm gonna continue exploring this place. Oh, sure. I saw some rafflesia around there. Also, there was some white coral on the beach. Would you like me to draw you a map? Cartography is a skill every spy worth their salt knows.
If you could, that'd be great. All right.
Hello, you two. What's that you're holding? Is it white coral? Finding coral that's naturally white is quite a rarity. Are you going to use it for decoration?
It's a special material for a special purpose.
Oh? You do know that that coral contains poison, right? Okay, good. These kinds of toxins are no joke. If you were to get stung by that or something like a sea urchin, the treatment process would be very long and very painful. Oh yes, she just ate too much sand, that's all. She's perfectly fine now and running around like she always does. I haven't experienced any issues thus far from exploring the island. This would be a fine place to live. I'd love to stay a bit longer if possible, but... Oh, right. Have you ventured into the jungle yet? We found it while out exploring and saw an absolutely massive flower there.
I haven't been there yet, but I was planning on going soon.
You should go and take some photos there. Anise and Rappy should be there as well. I'm okay, thanks. Last summer was the best summer of my life. I already know that nothing will surpass that. So instead of trying to replace those memories, I'm content holding on to them as is.
That seems oddly sad to me.
Then you guys will have to hurry and reclaim the surface. I think that's the only thing that would be an improvement over last year. Well, see you at dinner time.
Anise! Don't move!
I'm staying perfectly still!
Commander! Anise. She's being eaten by a flower. She said something in the flower's mouth was moving, and when she leaned in for a closer look...
Ugh, it's so slippery and slimy in here, and there are dead bugs everywhere. Get me out of here!
Okay, I'll provide cover while Sakura opens fire.
That was horrible! I nearly lost my lunch! All the slime, and the bugs, and that horrible stench! Ugh!
I'm going to collect a sample. This stuff might be poisonous. Seems okay.
How do you know? Are you some kind of ninja who knows poisons?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Show me your ninjutsu then.
I'm afraid I haven't gotten quite that far.
Ugh, gross! This stuff is congealing! I've gotta wash this off me pronto!
That's probably a good idea.
Oh my gosh, Anise! What happened to you? And what's that rank odor? Actually, you tend to smell kind of funky anyway, so that makes sense. Where did you come out from all of a sudden? And why are you picking a fight? Sure.
See you then. The special bait is complete. Got to hang it on the hook. And now, all we do is wait. We should have asked Maiden how long we should expect to wait. You're right, we do.
Since when were you into fishing?
What are you trying to catch?
What are you two doing here?
I saw you two hanging out together, and it caught my attention. It got me wondering what kind of fun you both were up to.
You were wandering all over the island, but didn't seem to be looking for a good photo spot. Instead, you appeared to be busting your humps attempting to collect a few things. I wonder what it could be.
Could you excuse us for a moment? And I have some important business to attend to.
Sorry, but I'm perfectly comfortable right here.
Same here.
In that case, Pink dolphins. So they do exist. They're so beautiful. Their coloring is exquisite. Yes, that's right. I've never seen one before either. Probably since they're so rare. Oh no, they left before I had the chance to get a photo. You're right. We can call them back with the bait. Turns out this stuff is effective after all.
Wow, pink dolphins! How lucky are we to catch a glimpse of them with our own eyes? Hey, you guys want to know something? There used to be an old legend that if you took a photo with a pink dolphin up on the surface, all your romantic desires would come true. My oh my, Sakura. I'm impressed. I hadn't picked you for the mushy type. You pretended to be all refined and professional, when in reality, this is what you were up to? How come? Who do you have the hots for so bad that you're on the hunt for a pink dolphin? Tell me.
Viper, you win. You can take a photo with the sea in the background. I'll take a photo somewhere else.
Seriously? Woohoo! However, I just realized what kind of photo I want to take. That's right.
If you two are planning on trying to get a picture of the pink dolphin, don't even think about it. The pink dolphin belongs to me.
How come?
I'm the one who called them over.
Wow. So now you've mastered the ability to summon animals?
Is that a technique handed down in the Simikai?
That's right.
So that's why you were exploring the island? Looking for ingredients to make some kind of bait? Is that what's inside that bottle?
No.
No? Then you won't mind if I take some.
That's my property. Keep your hands off it. Nobody is allowed to touch my things. Don't make me say it twice.
Allow me to remind you of something as well. If I want something, I take it. By any means necessary. That's how I roll.
Yes, everyone has their own way of doing things. It seems to me that we're at a bit of a stalemate. Sounds like there's only one solution to this problem.
Are you guys fighting?
What the? When did you get here?
You surprised me.
Don't fight. We all need to try and get along. Oh, this is perfect. This will make a fine fishing chair. Now, what was I saying? Oh, right. Less fighting, more getting along. Okay.
Ugh.
Let's go.
Rosanna, how long do you plan to continue following me?
Following me? You've got it all wrong. I'm simply taking a walk.
Then, if you don't mind, could you walk ahead of us?
Now, don't rush me. I'll walk at my own pace. Thank you very much.
Despite how banal it may seem, shadowing someone is in fact a high-level skill which demands expertise. It keeps your opponent on edge, all without you having to make a move. It's not overly aggressive and doesn't cause any outright harm, yet drains your opponent's mental fortitude. Your opponent can't lower their guard for an instant, nor can they retaliate. It's a long-standing and sophisticated method of intimidation used by Hedania. When she said she'll use any means necessary to get what she wants, she meant it. That's what is both frightening and admirable about Rosanna. I don't have a fraction of her resolve.
Sakura! Sakura!
Jackal? What's wrong?
You said you had something to give me?
Huh?
Viper told me that you had something cool for me!
What about this?
Ooh, so pretty! Thanks!
Is it true that you caught a turtle that's 4 meters? How is that possible? There's no way a beginner could pull that off. I mean, I know I'm kind of a beginner myself, but still.
Who told you that?
Viper. She had to have been lying, right? There's no way that's true, is it?
Yes. Sounds to me like she's been spreading falsehoods.
Sakura, Viper told me that you'd injured your leg. Are you okay?
Hey, did you steal my sodas? You're the leader of an entire gang. You should have enough money for your own. And you hid the lens cloth for my glasses.
Isn't the weather lovely?
That's all the bait I had. Now, please, let me be.
I have to say, I almost feel bad. I certainly did not go on a walk expecting this to happen. But thank you anyway.
Yeah, thanks a bunch. I'm glad we came to an agreement.
I'm tired. I just want to get my photo taken so I can rest. That spot over there by the kraken-shaped rock should do fine.
Go right ahead. You have my permission.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. I'm satisfied with briefly joining in the excitement of that legendary sight. I can see something further inside. It looks like a cave. Will you come with me? No. Are you? Let's keep going. Look. Over there. The way we came is completely submerged now. It must flood when the tides come in at night. This isn't good. No. We're stranded. Listen to me. We are stranded. We will have to spend the night here. You and I. Just the two of us. So, come sit next to me. There's no need to waste our energy. Come tomorrow, the water will recede and the path will reappear. I found this place earlier when I was wandering around the island searching for materials. As I was walking here, I noticed that some dead fish and seaweed had washed up halfway along the pathway. I looked into it, and this phenomenon is referred to as high and low tide. Look at those rock walls. See those watermarks? That's as high as the water level will get. So get a hold of yourself and come sit down. Your energy is making me nervous. How could I not be? Since I know nothing will happen. Now come and sit down. Aren't you cold? Come closer. Are you feeling uncomfortable? Then come sit closer. I'll make us some tea. Yes. I thought it would be nice to have a cup of tea while taking in the ocean view. So I brought some from the Ark. I made it a while back, so the flavor may have suffered slightly, but I think you'll still find it satisfactory.
Here, try some. Is it good? It may not be the fanciest of setups, but this isn't a half-bad way to drink it. The most important thing is that it's nice to be somewhere where it's just you and me. I won't be forgetting this anytime soon. Stay still for a moment. You had some seaweed on you. We're definitely by the ocean, there's no doubt about that. By all means. What do you mean? Yes? Uh-huh. Anything else? We can take it further. We should. Right now, it's just you and me. It's as if we're the only two people left in the entire world. No prying eyes or ears at all. So, I'm going to do precisely what my heart tells me to. They say the sea is particularly beautiful at night. I'd love for you to take a moonlit stroll with me. It's bright out. That's a relief. Why don't we go for a little walk? Give me your hand. You have such big hands. You're quite tall as well. And you have nice broad shoulders. Such a masculine body. I never noticed how attractive you were. Which part of me do you find beautiful? It's quite a thrill declaring these things that I normally wouldn't dare say out loud. Now, if you would, please answer my question. What is it about me that you find so beautiful? You're quite obvious with your assessment of beauty, aren't you? Not that I'm offended, certainly not. In fact, I'm almost flattered. Actually, no. I am flattered. It's a bit embarrassing hearing someone compliment me like this. You don't look embarrassed at all, though. Apparently, you must be used to being given compliments. Is that so? I see that you appreciate a person's inner beauty. Of course, I imagine you have more base thoughts as well, but I appreciate that you can operate on a deeper level. It's a bit embarrassing hearing someone compliment me like this. You don't look embarrassed at all, though. Apparently, you must be used to being given compliments. Something has been weighing on my mind these past few days. Whether you can truly be mine, and mine alone. I know that you're destined for great things, and your entire life can't revolve around me. I understand that. But this, here, it belongs to me, and no one else. Remember that. Yes. I've wanted to do this for a long time. All my life, I've never had the need to create anything. That's why I've been so intrigued by the notion of building a sandcastle. Even if you fail, you can always try again. You can always rebuild it. It's quite forgiving for someone who's a beginner like me. How about the Semekai Mansion? You never know until you try. I know that place inside and out, like the back of my hand. Theoretically speaking, it should be the perfect starting point for me. Shall we give it a try? It's all about attention to detail and patience. In fact, I think there are some similarities to the process of brewing tea. Would you like to try? Here, come sit behind me. Let me guide your hands and teach you. There's no need to rush. Take it nice and slow, as if you're caressing the sand with your fingertips. You're doing well. Let's try making a gap here. You're doing well. Let's continue. That's right. Yes. The previous head of Semekai was my father. I inherited it all from him. Ever since I was young, long before I became a Nikke, I grew up within the organization. I had want for nothing, and had a peaceful childhood, free of any difficulties. To me, the organization represented the entire world. A perfect world, prepared for me. I knew we were involved in activities that were frowned upon, but that was just one small part of a bigger world. However, there inevitably came a time when that world was shattered. My father fell ill with a terrible disease. Something not even the technology in the Ark could cure. Unsurprisingly, chaos ensued regarding who would be his successor. It felt as if outsiders were invading and crossing our boundaries. The organization was being targeted both from the inside and out. That's when my once pristine world became tainted. My father had arranged everything, except for a proper successor. He had sired many children, but they knew little of what was going on, and they paid for it with their own lives. I didn't want to ruin the world my father had built, but I was just a weak little girl. I didn't stand a chance of holding back those invaders who had breached our walls with weapons in hand. So, I had to become a weapon myself. On the day my father's eyes closed for the last time, I decided to become a Nikke by my own hand. It wasn't that difficult. All I had to do was thrust the silver dagger that I had into my chest. Things got easier after that. No one was more familiar with this world than I. I knew I was capable of outsmarting the intruders. Now that I had a body that would never deteriorate or tire, it would be easier. Even the subordinates who had served my father remained and swore loyalty to me. My world was safe and would live on. After becoming the head of the organization, I took in my surroundings and saw that everything had been neatly arranged for me beforehand. Loyal subordinates, a luxurious mansion, influence in the underworld, the organization's prestige. I didn't have to lift a finger. There was nothing left for me to desire, for I already had everything. I was the organization, and the organization was me. None. The organization exists for me, and I exist for the organization. It was an entire world of my own, isolated from everything and everyone else. However, far from that being a point of contention, I found it incredibly satisfying. Yes. I feel the desire to bring you into my world, but I know it is impossible. You would only end up destroying it. I'm part of a criminal organization. You are an aspiring go-getter working for the central government, the future savior of the Ark. Us being together doesn't make any sense. It's a matter of origin. I've gone to the dark side, and you're out there in the light. No. Perhaps there is some gray to you. That's why I can't stop myself from desiring you. If you were entirely on the good side of things, I could have suppressed my feelings. Sometimes I think, since you live in a world of gray, perhaps there is a chance of you coming to the dark. But then there are other days when I think there's no chance of that happening. That's why I keep wavering. Should I set my world afire for your sake? You always say what I want to hear. You know this is an impossible situation. It's outlandish enough to the point where I've taken to believing in superstitions involving pink dolphins. I want to acquire the object of my desire without making any real changes to my life. How desperately I desire you. But in the end, superstitions are just that, and nothing more. Even so, I'm wavering. I'm willing to do anything to have you. I would even turn my back on the organization. But I must be patient. I must wait for the day when I find a way to have you and the organization both. I'm only satisfied when I can have everything I want. Call it a personal flaw. So please, wait for me. Stay where you are. Like a beautiful photo. Someday, when I am certain I can have everything I want on my own terms, I will take you as mine. Until then, I will not waver. The moon is beautiful. The night is still long. Spend a bit more time with me, please.
Did you find it?
Find what?
The way to that island.
There's only one pathway.
Really? Can you take the boat?
It's no use. The water's too shallow. We'd only end up tearing the bottom of the boat to shreds.
So you're just gonna sit here? Honey's out there with Sakura.
So, do you have a plan?
What?
Say you do go out there and find them. What then? Do you think if you hinder them, they'll suddenly stop having feelings for each other? Putting obstacles in their path will only make them more determined. It will make their love stronger.
You say that, but you were all too excited to take that bait from Sakura.
I was just being spiteful. I couldn't stand the sight of them having fun together.
It's the same for me.
No, you're serious about trying to tear them apart. The ball is in their court now. The smartest thing you can do is stay out of it.
I don't understand. Are you saying that you're throwing in the towel? That's not like you.
You know me. I'll never give up. It's just that I'm confident.
About what?
That Mister won't fall for her so easily. And even if he does, what of it? I'll just take him back.
But why allow it to happen in the first place? Why not just make him yours sooner?
You are really tenacious.
Say that again?
I said that you're awfully tenacious. You're over here seething because someone else likes him, when he's never been yours at any point. It must be exhausting going through life like that. Here's what I find particularly amusing. You wouldn't be losing your cool like this if you were confident about his feelings towards you. You are a rather avaricious one, aren't you? No wonder they call you Viper. If you're so desperate, try swimming. As for me, I'm going to have a drink and go to bed.
Wait.
I have nothing more to say to you.
I said wait.
You can say it as many times as you want. I'm done with you.
So you think I'm a joke, is that it? Okay. You probably consider me a lowly insect, scurrying about amongst the filth. Well, let me tell you something. You're no different. If anything, you're worse. You're scum.
What did you just say?
You heard me. Scum. Finally got your attention, did I? Must have hit a nerve.
What's gotten into you? Why are you picking a fight with me? I'm not your enemy here.
You're the one who started it.
What are you on about? I was only presenting you with the facts.
What a coincidence. So was I.
Watch your mouth. My patience has its limits.
Look at you, giving orders again. Do I work for you? Do you see everyone as your subordinate? You think just because I'm an informant in Outer Rim, I'm somehow beneath you? Let's be clear about one thing. I don't work for you. And you're no better than me.
Is that so? That's news to me. Thanks for enlightening me. Allow me to thank you. And show you just how inferior you are to me.
Exotic. The squad I'm associated with. The rank I was given in the world of the Ark. What I do is simple. I reside in the Outer Rim, the garbage dump where the Ark tosses all of its refuse. There, I gather all sorts of information and report it back to the central government. I do this to ensure nothing poses a threat to the Ark. I also conduct myself accordingly, so that the Outer Rim doesn't collapse upon itself. The Ark needs a garbage bin. The Outer Rim is a filthy collection of dim and dingy alleyways. I wander through these veritable gutters, trafficking information. Honesty and kindness have no place in my line of work. In this cesspool, people will stab you in your back for their own benefit without a moment's hesitation. I've done what I've had to do to survive. This was the lot in life which was assigned to me. I've deceived. I've spread rumors. I've betrayed others. And I survived. Until one day, people started calling me Viper. Underworld Queen came to the Outer Rim. They keep the unseemly elements in check. They're a dark force feared by all. But to me, they were resplendent. However, my admiration quickly turned into jealousy.
I knew it. It's obvious what you do.
Who do you think you are, turning your nose up at me? What's the difference between you and me, huh? We've both gotten our hands plenty dirty. So why did you get out while I'm still down there?
Because you chose to live the way you have. Don't say it was to survive. I've heard that pathetic excuse too many times. Anyone who managed to claw their way out of that hellhole would froth at the mouth if they heard you spew that line.
What am I supposed to do? Do you see this choker on my neck? Do you even know what this does? It's a shackle put on me by the central government. They give me impossible tasks, and if I don't do them, it will explode. Does that sound like I have a choice in the matter?
If it were me, I would cut it and die on my own terms.
That's easier said than done. You've never been thrown into a situation like this. That's why you can stand there and put on your holier-than-thou act. You've had everything handed to you.
I have everything? Do you think all that I have was given to me at birth?
At least you weren't thrown into the gutter with nothing like I was. It's not fair. You think this is the life I wanted? I never wanted to end up like this. The Ark is the only reason I've sunk this low. I can't stand it. Sometimes I just wish the Ark would disappear. Then everyone would be equal.
That's a dangerous thing to say.
Do you like the Ark? You must. You get to sip on nice wine, order your underlings around, and wear nice clothes. You can have anything you want. Learning how to drive a boat, surfing, those things are so far removed from my reality that it's not even funny. You can freely switch to a body for swimming as long as you wish. If you wanted, you could enjoy every single thing the Ark has to offer. As for me, all I have is this old, broken-down brick of a phone. All I can do is skim through outdated magazines and pretend that I know something. Anything.
Oh, give it a rest. You made your bed. But what have you done to get out of it? If you ask me, nothing. Let me ask you something. Why did you come here? Why are you so obsessed with taking photos? Are you planning on selling them off somewhere?
What?
You strike me as the kind of person who would do that thing. As for why I think that, you only have yourself to blame. I believe you had plenty of opportunities to get out, but you never took them.
So what if there were? I'm too busy trying to keep myself alive. I don't have time to dream of better things. Whereas you have nothing but time. You have so many opportunities and so much power. You think you've resigned yourself to living in the darkness? Fine. Then let me tell you what I see in you. You shine so bright. Too bright. I can't stand it. I want it all to come crashing down. Why can't I have that? Answer me. Why do you have everything while I have nothing? What's so different between you and me? If one small thing, one tiny event had transpired differently, I would have been where you're standing. You've got the nerve to call me tenacious? You, of all people. Why do I desire something when it's not even mine? It's because I don't have anything. Someone like you, who has everything, could never understand.
Your phone is broken.
This was the one thing I could call mine. And now it's broken. I shouldn't have come here.
Hey.
Don't. I can't stand it. They've taken everything from me.
Viper! Viper! I saw a big old jellyfish over there. Let's go check it out. It looks super cool. Hurry! Huh? Viper? Are you crying?
I'm not crying.
There. Don't cry, Viper. If you do that, I'll be sad too.
I told you, I'm not crying.
It's so early in the morning and you're already so chipper.
You look good.
Looks like the fog is gone for good. The path should be accessible now. We should head back before the others make a scene. Before we go, let's enjoy this for a while longer. We might not get another chance like this for a while.
There you are.
Master, where have you been? I heard something or another happened yesterday. Stranded? Aren't you being a bit dramatic? You were just off having a good time, that's all.
We're in the final stage and should be wrapping up soon. I'll report back to you when we're finished. Speaking of, we should get going.
Before we leave, could I talk to you for a second, Commander? You spent the night elsewhere, so I should check to see if you're okay. You too, Sakura.
We're fine.
Why don't you let me be the judge of that? You never know. There might be unknown germs buried in the sand. I should do a quick examination.
Fine.
You both seem fine. I don't see any issues other than both of your lips being a bit swollen. I'm not sure what could be causing that, but just be sure to apply lip balm and keep your lips moisturized.
Yeah.
All right, now that everyone's here, let's head back. Where else? The Ark.
But we haven't taken any photos yet.
Then let's get a move on. There's no time to waste. I can't do this anymore. No matter how much fun we have here, we'll just be going back to our dreary, ordinary lives afterward. So what's the point? All that waits for us at the end of this is that familiar stench of blood. Yes, something did. Something that snapped me back to reality. Nothing especially noteworthy. Just a little spat.
Rosanna threw Viper to the ground and broke her phone. I saw it.
Hey, wait.
Viper's phone is toast. So she's refusing to come out of her room. Huh? She was crying too.
Oh.
Now she can't take any photos.
What's the use of taking all those stupid photos anyway?
Photos are important. That's what Viper said. Sure, we all have to head back to our ordinary lives and the responsibilities that come with that. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't do everything we can to enjoy the fun times. Take me, for example. I love meat, so I work hard in order to be able to eat more of it. Viper said that photos are like capturing a moment in time and freezing it. Even if she doesn't want to work tomorrow, or if she's having a tough day. None of that changes the good times that she's had before. That's why she said you've got to take a lot of photos. The more you take, the more memories you can look back on. Memories that are truly yours. That's why photos are so important.
Oh. Oh, for goodness sake. Everyone wait here. I'll go talk to her.
Oh, get it away. I don't need it. I don't need your pity.
The data chip should still be fine. Put it in my phone.
I said I don't need it.
Use it.
I said no.
When I was a human, I was a hitman for the organization. I killed a lot of people.
Why are you telling me this? Huh?
Just listen. I did unthinkable things to survive and to gain the boss's trust. Slowly, I was entrusted with more tasks, and that's how I established my position. The higher up the ladder I climbed, the more secure I felt, and the more certain I was that I had to keep doing these terrible things. The day I decided to wash my hands of it all, my body was perforated with bullet holes. My boss betrayed me. Somehow, they mistakenly got the idea that I was trying to overthrow them. That's how I became a Nikke. After becoming part of the Underworld Queen, what do you think was the first thing I did?
You went on a vendetta and wiped out your former organization?
That's right. And you know how I felt afterward?
I don't care.
I felt lonely. Isn't that funny? That place was my life. Even though it got messy in the end, it was the only life that I'd known. And now it had disappeared without a trace. I thought that could happen. I continued to erase the darkness of the Ark as the leader of Hedania. Then one day, I realized all I was doing was erasing everything, ensuring nothing was left behind.
What's your point?
I just wanted to say that. Anyway, use that phone.
I told you. I neither need nor want your pity.
Pity? You think I'm crazy enough to pity you? I know that you're just doing whatever you can do to survive. So I'm helping. An act of kindness with no strings attached isn't exactly common in our world, is it?
Why don't you have a nicer phone? Aren't you supposed to be loaded?
Just shut up and take it. I still find you disagreeable.
Same here.
You and I are not the same. Our starting points and our end points are different.
I realize that.
We'll probably never truly understand each other.
Probably not.
Still, that doesn't mean we can't take a photo together, does it?
There you go, treating me like an underling again.
Follow me. I'll teach you how to surf.
What?
I'll teach you how to sail as well. Come on.
I can't stand that woman.
I don't usually say things like this. But you truly don't have any talent at this whatsoever.
Physical activity isn't my specialty.
I never knew steering a boat was considered a physical activity.
You're just stupidly strong. Do you realize how heavy this helm is?
It's no heavier than a firearm. You just don't know how to use your body.
Honey, is that true? You of all people should know whether I know how to use my body or not.
Keep Mr. out of this, and grab hold of the helm. We don't have all day.
Master, you better close your mouth before a mosquito flies into it. You're drooling.
We've completed our exploration of the island. We checked to see whether it met all the conditions that Mustang stipulated. And our conclusion is that this place will be suitable for human habitation. Of course, this is all still speculative in nature.
We didn't detect any venomous flora or fauna, and all the fruit seems to be edible. With the notable exception of Rafflesia, that is. The island will never be completely submerged, even during high tide. While some freak weather could potentially change that, overall, it's a safe place.
According to Maiden and Guilty, none of the marine life here poses a threat to humans either. Even the jellyfish aren't fatal. As long as you steer clear of the pufferfish, it's not very dangerous at all. There are also quite a few plants here that could be used for treatment.
Since it's an island, it's relatively isolated and safe from raptures. Plus, there are numerous other islands in this archipelago that most likely have similar environments. If we were to expand the settlement to other islands, we'd have quite a lot of space to work with.
It's not perfect, but it's absolutely capable of sustaining human life. The population would have to be kept under 200 people, however. Yes, if we continue to find places like this, we can still have hope, even in a worst-case scenario where the Ark is destroyed. That concludes our exploration. Roger.
Yahoo! We're done with work! That wasn't really work, more like sightseeing.
So long as you weren't slacking off, I don't think it's a problem.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Now, what should we do to enjoy ourselves?
I have an idea.
Hit me.
How about we all take a photo with the pink dolphin?
Ah, yes, the star of the show, the belle of the ball, the thing that's got everyone so excited. That doesn't sound like something we can just call over and take a photo with, though.
There is a type of bait which can draw them out. If we use that, we'll be able to get a photo with them, no problem.
The pink dolphins seem to circle around this island once every 24 hours. But it's too late in the day now.
How did you know that?
I was tracking their movements.
Why would you do that? You really are. Never mind. Anyway, since we have some spare time until the dolphins show up tomorrow...
All right.
Oh, whoops.
How many times is this going to happen? We don't have many balls left.
Sorry. I underestimate my own strength.
Let's go again. My teeth. Are they okay?
Sorry.
This isn't working. It's not what you think. We're just trying to have a relaxing game of beach volleyball. It is summer after all. After sitting in one place for days, my body's feeling stiff, so...
We thought we'd get some exercise.
but it doesn't seem to be working out that well.
No, it isn't.
Why don't we play a game? Let's smash some watermelons.
Are you sure it's not my head you want to smash?
Of course not.
Somehow, I'm not convinced.
We don't have to use a stick to break apart the watermelon. I can use my hands.
I still think it's my skull you want to crack open.
What are you making?
A sandcastle. It's still in the early stages, so I haven't quite decided what to make yet.
The red sand really gives it a unique feel.
I thought so too. With this stuff, I think anything I make will be gorgeous.
Why don't you make a demonic fortress?
What now?
Since the sand is red, I think it'll suit that concept perfectly. Just imagine it. A demonic fortress would be way stronger than an ordinary fortress.
I don't really know what that would look like.
I'll show you. Here, let me sit beside you.
But that's where...
Oh, what's that?
Nothing.
Bend your hips and keep your balance steady.
That's easy for you to say. This is tough for me.
Are you kidding me? Literally, all you have to do is stand up.
Yeah, and all you've got to do to get into a good university is study hard. It's easy to say this stuff, but harder to actually do, okay?
All right, here comes another one. Let's go.
Ugh, this is exhausting.
I said go.
Nah, I'm gonna sit this one out.
Do I look like some kind of volunteer instructor to you?
Let me do it! I can do it!
You're able to swim?
Swim? What's that?
Forget it. You'll die. This is a surfboard designed for Nikkes, so it won't break. But if you take a tumble out in the water, you'll be doomed.
Ooh, the waves are coming.
Hey, what are you?
That idiot. Huh.
That was fun! And super easy, too.
Huh?
Oh.
Maybe I really don't have any talent.
No, that wasn't normal.
Cheers!
For our youth. You've all done a great job out here.
Aw, it was nothing. I just wish every summer could be like this. Eat when you want to eat, sleep when you want to sleep. Surrounded by sandy beaches, the azure ocean, and bright sunlight. Ah, this is the life. Come on, cheers!
Anise, I should point out you appear to have gained a bit of weight.
Sorry, didn't mean to soak you there. What do you mean? Are you saying I'm getting fat?
I'm not saying that, but you are a little heavier than you were when you first got here.
How is that possible?
I can check if you like.
Let's not.
Hmm.
You don't have to stare at my stomach like that.
I'm just checking.
Well, did I gain a bit? Surely not. Mary's just imagining things, right? Right?
I'm afraid to say. You have.
No! The barbecue goes sizzle, sizzle, la dee da. Fire Master is my name, and grilling meat is my game. For I am Neon, the barbecue master.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm grand. I've been grilling for 3 solid hours, so I'm happy as can be.
Let's keep it going. Everyone's eating more than I thought they would.
You can say that again. Everyone's slamming it down. How come you're not eating, Anise? I haven't seen you take a single bite yet. Oh, I'm fine. I get it. You've been around the smell of grilling meat for too long, and you lost your appetite. No problem. I'll grill you some meat using my secret recipe. No, it's okay. Thanks. Really, I'm fine. Rappy, who is this person?
What are you talking about?
She doesn't eat meat or drink? This isn't the Anise that I know.
Let's just move on. This is a bit of a sore subject.
What do you think?
It's delicious.
Eat up. You're used to having healthy foods prepared for you, so this is a rare opportunity for you to pig out.
What are you so proud of? You're not the one who cooked this stuff. The counters did. Cadonia is the one who financially backed this venture. They even provided us with medical supplies. Not to mention the plethora of other ways they've helped us out. What? I thought Mustang was the one who handled all the preparations.
He did, but I figured a little more luxury wouldn't hurt anyone. So I decided to go the extra mile.
You keep saying how you didn't want to come, yet you've been awfully busy behind the scenes. Not to mention the body for swimming and that surfboard you lugged along. Heck, you might have been more excited for the beach than anyone.
All that belly aching about how this adventure was undignified, and yet you're obsessed with tracking down these precious pink dolphins. How are your lips doing? Still swollen? Cat got your tongue? Doctor, care to offer a medical opinion?
Oh my goodness. Perhaps it's because your lips are too swollen that you're having some trouble speaking. I could help you apply some prescription lip gloss.
Yummy! Give me more!
Here you go.
Yum, yum, yummers! More.
Here.
Yum, 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 yum. More.
Slow down.
No! I want to keep going!
Fine. Eat as much and as fast as you like. Hold up. Where'd all the skewers go?
I ate those two. I've got to keep up a balanced diet after all.
Right. They went fishing. They said they're more interested in getting a photo with a great white shark. Probably not. Food is usually the last thing on someone's mind when they're up to something like that. You're a real lady killer. You know that? Most people wouldn't give a second thought to something like this. Whatever you say. How many of the Nikkes here genuinely treat you as a friend? Nothing more. They're clearly all champing at the bit to be with you. Ah, modesty. The most insidious attitude of all. You casually warm your way into someone's heart, and then leave them in the dust. You really mess them up. To the point where they want to upend their entire life to be with you. So please, honey, don't go around breaking hearts. Otherwise, you're gonna leave a trail of tears shed by these gals. I noticed that you didn't say you'd stop. Oh yes, you're a born flirt. That's for certain.
Nothing's biting. Will we ever get to see the great white shark at this rate? I wonder if it really exists. Are you okay? I told you that you'd wear yourself out using your bare hands.
I envy you. Everyone seems to be getting along so well. Fighting and making up. Laughing and making small talk. Everyone's having a good time.
Where's this coming from? I get that fishing can make your mind wander, but I feel like this is coming out of nowhere.
I don't have any friends like that. Sin and Quincy are in the same squad as me. But I can't really call them friends.
Don't you have other friends?
No. I break whatever I touch. Once something is broken, you can't bring it back. So, I'm scared of touching anything. You know what's crazy? Before, I used to really enjoy breaking things. Not anymore. Now, I prefer to simply touch things. But whatever I touch ends up breaking.
I won't break.
Why not?
Because I'm stronger than you.
Then, will you be my friend?
In my line of work, it's hard to make friends. Still, I'll try.
So,
Sure, let's be friends. However, you've got to learn to fish and play games. You okay with that?
sure, that's okay. You work for the central government, right?
No. I work in security.
I see. I used to be a criminal.
I gathered as much, considering the handcuffs.
What if I were to commit a crime again? Would you have to arrest me?
I would at least have to report it.
What if you were a secret agent for the central government?
In that case... Then I would apprehend you, yes.
You'd arrest me?
I'd have to. I would have to distinguish between work and personal matters. I would have to keep my wits about me and fight for the Ark. I'm not sure, though. Could I really do it?
If you couldn't, then you wouldn't be able to work for the central government.
You're right about that. Holy crap! This is a big one! I feel like I'm gonna get pulled out to sea!
Here, let me help. Can I touch it?
Yes! Yes, do it! This has to be it! The great white shark, I'm sure of it!
I think you're right.
This is incredible! As soon as we become friends, our wishes are coming true. You can write this stuff if you tried.
I'm not sure I fully understand, but I think I get the gist of it.
Hold! We gotta take a picture with this thing.
All right.
Commander? We can't have a man come rushing in like this. It's unseemly. Huh?
What?
Roger.
So you're saying this Kraken isn't the same as the one we encountered last time?
It's a rapture. So it would stand to reason there'd be more than one. The important thing is that it's approaching the island. If it makes landfall, it's bound to decimate the entire place.
Everything will be destroyed.
We can't have that. We haven't taken a proper picture yet.
No, I don't want that! Let's catch this thing!
The Kraken is a Tyrant-class rapture. Before, we had the Admire at our disposal, so we were able to defeat it. But now all we've got is one rickety boat.
I say we beat a swift retreat. It's our only choice.
No! I don't want to run!
Neither do I. But what other option do we have?
We're back.
What have you got for us? It's impossible without the Admire, isn't it?
No. The odds are actually in our favor.
What?
We were able to find out that the Kraken's external armor is significantly compromised.
Honestly, considering the state it's in, I find it hard to believe it's a Tyrant-class Rapture.
I thought the golden color meant it was reinforced somehow, but in fact, it's weaker.
I took a look at some of the parts which have fallen off it, and the golden color peels off quite easily. Judging by how damp and slippery it is, I'd wager it's some kind of moss or plankton.
In other words, we've got a decent shot against this thing. A fine idea. We can't let this island be destroyed.
Nor can we leave without taking a single picture. Get ready to move out. We will catch that thing.
Just a moment. Let me back up my photos.
What? Why?
What if we bite the dust out there?
If you end up dying, what's the point of backing up your photos?
Someone else might come along someday and find them. That way, we'll live on through these photos.
Hurry up and get moving. Not far. Get ready, everyone.
Entering the area.
The core has been revealed!
The armor is still intact!
I'll handle that. I'm not making much progress.
Nom, nom, nom.
Huh? Thanks.
You got it!
Gotcha! Sakura, if I throw this, do you think you can hit it? I fashioned it into a bomb.
That's not my phone, is it?
Of course it's yours.
Oh.
Excuse me for a moment. As long as I've got you with me, I'll never waver.
The core has been destroyed.
That was simple enough. We've got to dodge.
Stop. If we had changed our course even slightly, we'd have been scuttled. Stop.
Enemy down.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
So, how should we handle this? You said it's not gold-plated on the surface, right? It's not gonna be easy taking our share.
It doesn't seem like something we can move by hand.
We can't leave such an eyesore hanging out on the beach. How can we get rid of this thing? It's so shiny! Ooh.
Yes? Approximately 20 minutes.
Check me out! I bet I look just like a hero who vanquished a gigantic beast! Calm down, will ya? You're blocking the sun.
Since it's a group photo, we should decide who's going to stand where.
Wouldn't it be better if we all just act natural?
Natural? Forget about it. We've got to do everything we can to look as pretty as possible. So the less natural the photo, the better.
Blech, this thing tastes terrible!
What did you expect, you dingus?
Maiden, what are you doing?
I attached my fishing hook to the Kraken. That way, it'll look like I caught it. That's way more impressive than a great white shark.
I want to hold the fishing rod too.
Okay, fine, but don't push.
I'm just standing here.
You're pushing.
Sakura, get over here.
I'm coming.
Did you have fun up here?
I guess there's no need to be evasive about it. I had a great time.
Me too. Let's bring Moran next time. And our subordinates. We'll have a nice summer vacation.
That's a great idea. I guess we need to reclaim the surface as soon as possible.
You bet. How'd it come out?
Have you got some film left?
Then let's take a few more snaps.
Yeah, so that we'll remember all of this.
What's beyond the end of the map? They say there's a treasure chest. It'll grant you any kind of wish. Do you wanna know what happens next? Then take a step and sail out. Live out your dreams. No need to look behind. Let your heart now lead you through the seas. What could lie before us? Journey ahead. I'll be there by your side. Be my captain and we'll set sail together. Get ready, it's adventure time. Oh, oh, take my hand.
You said there are still some stragglers.
Correct.
How many?
Not a lot. Should be a walk in the park.
Let's take care of them quickly then.
Sounds good to me.
Hey, you two. How was it up there? What did you get up to?
Oh, not much. This and that.
We didn't go there to have a vacation, you know.
You can't fool me. I bet you had a grand old time up there. Come on, tell me. What do you all do up there?
I'll show you the pictures later. I won't leave anything out, so stop your caterwauling.
Ooh. Did you get a lot of photos?
Yes, we did. We took a whole bunch.
This is Maiden. Yes. Is there something I should be aware of? I understand. I won't take my mask off. Come again? Oh, yes. It wasn't bad. I'll show you the pictures later. Understood. I'll proceed to the mission then.
I'm bored. I guess I'll look at the photos.
What are you looking at?
The photos we took on the island. Check out your expression in this one.
Huh? Are you sure that's me? I've never made that expression in my life.
You were complaining about how salty the sand was.
Oh, that's right. That sand was super salty.
So you remember?
I sure do. Ooh, this is a photo of the shell that you picked up. A hermit crab popped out and you nearly fell backward. You were so freaked out.
That's right.
That sure was a fun trip.
It certainly was. All right, let's go. We've got to shadow this guy and find out where he's trading these goods. Don't attack until I give the signal. Got it?
Got it.
Looks like everything has been tied up with a neat little bow. That photo spread as the latest issue of a Motetra selling like hotcakes. They're practically flying off the shelves. All that malicious muckraking about my queens being gangsters no longer existent. And instead, they're considered to be ravishing beauties conducting precious research upon this surface. It's not a problem. The public moves on quickly. Once I come out with an even more provocative issue, my queens won't have any problem whatsoever. This is nothing. This wasn't even a gamble. It was simply tedious in some parts. At any rate, many thanks to you, an on-job magnifique. Oh, was it? What did you find the most agreeable?